Good morning. We've been talking about going back to the basics of instruction on prayer so that you can get every one of your prayers answered every time. Now that is good news. Mark 11:24, Jesus said this, "What things soever you desire, when you pray, believe that you receive them, and you shall have them." So he gave us explicit instructions on how to get your prayers answered, because that's the heart of the Father, is for you to get your prayers answered. Well, step number one, remember, was what things soever you desire. And I might add, it's a good thing to write down your desires, because when you write them down in Habakkuk, it says, write the vision, make it plain upon tables, so that he may run that readeth it, and said that it will come to pass. I remember last year that my daughter and I wrote down the things that we desired for her husband, a new job, because he's very diligent, a great worker, has a great work ethic, but they just weren't in the abundance that Jesus promised. So and he didn't have Sundays and Wednesdays off, and he was just work. Well, Joy and I decided, this just isn't good. So we sat down and wrote down a list. We made a very specific list of the things that we desired in his new job. And within 2 weeks, he had that job. And the Lord reminded me later, he said, go back and look at your list. And I did, and everything on that list the Father did. So be very specific, but write it down. It's a good thing to write it down so that you will know and that you can keep it before your eyes. Step number 2 is to find scriptures that promise you the things that you are asking for. And if something like a car or a house, well, houses are in there. There's a promise in there, Deuteronomy 6. But there are things that are not. Well, go to Psalms 138:8, that the Lord will perfect that which concerns you. And again, just even Mark 11:24, what things soever you desire. And in Psalms, it says, the desire of the righteous shall be granted. So find scriptures that promise you these things so that you don't let the devil talk you out of it, and by saying that God didn't want you to have it. That's the lie that he gives you, is, well, God, it wasn't God's will. No, you get the will of God, which is the word of God, and you plant that in your heart and mind so that he cannot talk you out of it. Okay, well, we will be back tomorrow talking about the steps to answered prayer. And you have a blessed day. Remember that Jesus is Lord. He loves you. Thank God the word works.